Welcome to the Sedona Now coverage of the Sedona International Film Festival.
I am so excited that the Sedona International Film Festival this year begins with a live one-woman show at the Mary D. Fisher Theater starring none other than my friend, the iconic character of Nellie Olson, played by Alison Angrim.
Oh, I'm so excited too because I get to come see you and visit. Yay!
Yay!
And we're friends and I'm hysterical. It's like, you have to come. He kept saying, you must come to Sedona. You must. And then finally it's like, okay, they're having a film festival, you know, they do shows and things. Next thing I know, I'm on the phone and I'm booked. I got 2 shows, which are sold out, by the way.
We're very excited that you're here. I know when we talked about this, there was the vision of bringing you to Sedona. The Mary D. Fisher Theater is the perfect place for your show. Everyone's so excited about it. Tell us a little bit. Confessions of a Prairie Bitch is the name of the show. Tell us a little bit about how this came to be and what the show is.
Well, what it is it's really answering all the questions. For years of being on Little House, people constantly have questions about the show. It's, you know, were you really a bitch? Was that really your hair? What was Michael Landon really like? Are you and Melissa Gilbert really friends? It's like the same questions over and over and over. So I said, okay, well, what if I answered them? What if I did a show, because I've been doing stand-up for years.
Yes, yeah.
What if I did a one-woman show, all true stories, where I answered the questions. I said, yes, I am a bitch, and yes, Michael Landon was fabulous, and here's what happened. And I tell insane but true stories with photos and video, and I do this whole thing. And we have a Q&A section. We have little cards that say, ask Alison anything. Yes.
And what is your favorite episode of Little House on the Prairie?
My favorite episode is the same episode that is the favorite episode of apparently everyone in the world, the one where I go down the hill in the wheelchair. It's the one called Bunny, and we're fighting over the horse, and I pretend to be paralyzed and ruin everyone's life, and then Laura shoves me downhill in a wheelchair into a pond. But I meet people from other countries, and if they don't speak English or French, they will say, the one, you know, and this is the international sign for down a hill in a wheelchair.
Tell me, how do you love Sedona? Do you?
It's fantastic. I'm feeling a little woozy. They said, no, it's the altitude, and then said, no, it's the vortex. Ooh, so I don't know. I'm a little spacey.
Thank you so much, Alison. I love you, sweetheart. Thanks for coming. Here at the beautiful L'Auberge de Sedona, talking to TV icon, movie star, animal preservationist, and a special guest and this year's recipient of a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Sedona International Film Festival, the one and only Stefanie Powers.
Is that me? All of that?
That is you. I Googled it.
Oh, you did? Oh, is that what they said on there? Oh, good.
That's Stefanie. We're so happy to have you in Sedona. How are you enjoying Sedona so far?
Well, I haven't been here in about 20 some odd years, so I'm dying to get out and take a look at all the weather here is so fabulous. We arrived last night and just the air is brilliant.
That you are the founder and president of the William Holden Wildlife Foundation. I just admire the work that you do so much. Please share with us a little bit, and with those folks out there, specifically some of the work that you do and ways in which we could support you.
Oh dear, have you got a minute?
Yeah.
We have a wonderful website, which is pretty much self-explanatory. It's whwf.org, because we do quite a lot, and we formed this foundation after Bill died in order to create what he had really wanted to do. He'd already been involved in wildlife conservation before the word conservation was even in anybody's lexicon. He created the first ever game ranch for the preservation of species on the continent of Africa in the late 1950s.
So William Holden was really on the forefront of making this happen.
Well, he was very much a naturalist after his first experiences in Kenya, and on their first safari, he and his 2 pals bought a hotel, and it opened the door to a life which he felt was his greatest achievement, because the work he did in conservation, there are 37 species of East African wildlife, 5 of which no longer exist in the wild and wouldn't be alive unless they existed on this game ranch.
In the midst of what you were just sharing with us, you talked about your days being a contract player for Columbia. Tonight, actually, we're seeing Die Die My Darling, and I believe that was during that time.
Oh yes, they told me to make that movie. That was it. I had no choice. It wasn't a question that you had choices. The studio owned you. You were their property, so to speak.
And you paid like on a weekly salary? How did that whole thing work?
You were paid on a weekly salary when you worked. And then sometimes they didn't want to pay you, they'd put you on hiatus. It was very nice.
Of course, you're most known for Heart to Heart. When they met, it was murder. Robert Wagner, who another one of my favorites. You guys are still friends?
And you still have tremendously good taste. Yeah. Yes, we're very good friends. Yes.
Yes, and he's doing well.
You can possibly go through what we went through together and not wind up as lifelong friends.
Indeed, indeed. Well, we thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and sharing your time with Sedona, and specifically with Sedona Now in our coverage. And we're huge fans, and we look forward to seeing you tonight at An Evening with Stefanie Powers.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it as well.